And you're not limited by the amount of these subclasses that you can put in your script. You can put in as many as you like. Okay, so for example at the top here, what I'll do is just separate this bit out so that I know that this is a separator. Okay, so I can define another class. All right, that's perfectly fine. Just don't forget at the top of the class you need to have this system.serializable for it to actually show up. So system.serializable, and then from there I can have public and ensure that it is public so that we can get access to it. Class, and let's call it damage system or something like that. And from there, once again, we can start putting in more variables. So let's say public bool, and I'll call it can be damaged, made it equal to true to begin with. Maybe you want a character who can't be damaged. Might want public of type float, and let's call it enemy health, which equals 100 to begin with. And then obviously we can then call this damage system exactly as we've done before. So just like this. All right, so public of type damage system, that I will call damage type. If you wanted to call it damage system as well, you can do, but there is a chance that you can get confused there. Generally, people often do this. They have the class with the capital D, and then the instance, the variable, with the lowercase d. Okay, you can do that if you want, but it can get a little bit confusing. Alright, so now I've declared that, I can then get access to whatever elements simply by calling damage system dot, and then let's say can be damaged equals false. I can switch that off, for example. So if I save this now I've got another section that I can open. Damage system, can be damaged, enemy health, etc. So now I can actually close these areas down. Alright, you can actually make it so much easier when working in the inspector that your team suddenly can work in one section alone. They know exactly what they're changing because of the name of this, and they're not getting confused as to what belongs where.